On. Hello and welcome to the Sports Pitch Podcast, the NRL Round 7 review. I'm joined with Moey for unforeseen circumstances. Cannot be here today.
We sacked him. He's a liar. We sacked him.
No, he's here. He's still
we
here.
sacked him.
He's here.
He's gone.
And we know you're watching, and I hope you're having a horrible time.
Me too, actually.
Horrible time.
Me too. We always shuffle schedules for him, and look how
And
he
this is what he
us.
does.
Yeah.
Anyway, how are you today, Moey?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, actually.
Your weekend?
Not long enough.
Oh, water's here.
Thanks, bud. Yeah, it wasn't long enough, to be honest. It's never is. But besides that, it was good. You?
Good. Weekend was good. Today was good. Pretty kickback day. Watched WrestleMania because I'm one of those guys. Well, John Cena won his 17th world title, broke the record, Ric Flair's record. John Cena turned heel. It's crazy.
Did he turn heel?
Yeah, he turned heel.
On everyone?
He's just going off at everyone.
What?
But it was a rubbish match. Like, he's too old.
Who did he fight?
Cody Rhodes.
He had to win it, because this is his last year.
I know. It was obvious that he was going to win it, but it was just the match was boring.
Oh, yeah? Was there any better matches before it?
Yeah, heaps. Yeah. The women's triple threat match was hectic.
I don't know any women in
wrestling. I'm still into it.
Except for that Aussie girl.
She lost.
No way.
Yeah, she lost in the triple threat. Which I was happy because I wanted ES Sky to win.
Don't know who that is. I'm pretty sure I've seen on TikTok that Aussie
She's the
girl,
women champion.
That Aussie girl pumping Dominic Mysterio. Like she's not like that.
Well, they had a thing on it. Anyway, we're getting too into it. But yeah, no, she's a good wrestler. But we're here to talk about the footy. And this round has been absolutely unbelievable.
It has been a great round.
When it comes to pure entertainment,
this round had it.
It's had everything.
I loved it. I'm so glad I wasn't working on this weekend.
Cause wow.
If I missed these games, I would have been devastated.
Like, if you were going to not miss a weekend.
It'd be this one.
100%. And, like, imagine this was like a Magic Round weekend.
Yeah.
People would have loved it.
Bro, Magic Round is going to be so shit compared to what these rounds have been producing.
Well, rugby league's been very unpredictable.
Very.
The only thing that's been predictable is the Dogs winning. But that changes in the next upcoming weeks because we finally get those top teams.
No.
What, we're going to go the whole season undefeated?
No, but for the next couple of weeks, I don't see he's losing either.
Well, we'll see. And when we get there, we'll talk about it. But for now, we're here to talk about round 7. And it started off on Thursday with the mighty Dragons beating the Manly Sea Eagles, an upset of some sorts. The Dragons 20, the Manly Sea Eagles 18. What a performance by the Dragons. You called it. Khaled called it. I said Manly 13 plus. There's a bloke who commented on the last...
yeah, good.
On the last YouTube, he should lose the middle seat.
He should, because...
Well, I have, so...
There's no one here.
There's no one in the middle anymore.
Apparently none of us are knowledgeable enough to have.
So we just left it.
You did say, I have no doubt.
Yeah, I was so sure.
I don't know where you got your confidence from.
Because the Dragons have just been on and on. And I said I want the Dragons to win. Because I genuinely like seeing you happy.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
But, just the way you guys have been performing, you guys haven't strung 2 games together this whole season.
But we're getting better each week.
I agree.
We're getting better each week.
Yeah, and it is slow. It has been a slow burn, and I think you acknowledged it a couple of weeks ago. But, man, he's got the job done here.
We did. And these games you've seen in the past couple of weeks, we end up choking them.
Yeah.
So we finally closed out a game where we were leading and the team starts coming back, but we closed it off.
100%.
Finally, because I can't do another losing by 1 point to a team we should have surely beat.
Yeah, that's like if you beat the Rabbitohs and the... Parramatta...
We'll be top 3.
Yeah, you guys will be on par with Melbourne.
Higher.
Be crazy, isn't it?
Higher.
How many losses would you have had?
1.
Oh, just against the Dogs.
Yeah.
That's right. You'd be second.
Yes.
Wow. But he's finally done it. Like, what? Little scored in the 61st minute, making it 20 points to 12.
Yeah.
Jason Saab scored in the 66th minute. They had 15 minutes or 14 minutes to try to get that try to get the lead and get
they had
the win.
plenty. They had the time.
Yeah. And you guys just kept repelling.
Our defense has been, especially on the line, in the red zone, has been good.
Yeah.
I feel like teams are scoring at distance.
They have been.
That's our problem.
They have been. When a team has a lot of room to move into and to work
that's
into.
where we fall behind.
Yeah. Manly didn't help themselves, not taking anything away from the Dragons. The errors, man.
Yeah.
Like Olakau'atu.
Yeah, horrible.
Oh, my God. He couldn't catch a ball to save his life.
Daly Cherry Evans, mistakes.
Yes.
Too many mistakes. But I feel like for me, with those mistakes, we had mistakes too because
Yeah.
we should have scored a lot more points.
Well, you guys had 13 errors. Manly had 12.
See, we had more.
Yeah, but they had a lot more ball. That's why their percentage is higher.
Okay,
yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah.
We should have scored a lot more points. Like forward passes killed us.
Yeah.
Every time we'd make a break, a forward pass or a knock on or something like it just dragged. And only the Dragons can give me heart palpitations like that.
Yeah, no, it's
Bro, they killed me.
it's not fun being a Dragons fan.
You know, watching that game, I've never had the feeling where my head is on fire and my ears are burning. I think like the blood shot out of my head, went somewhere else. I don't know
Yeah.
where it went. And my head
Lightheaded the whole time?
On fire, bro.
Stand-up performances for me. My man of the match this match, watching it, Toby Couchman.
Yeah.
I think he had a killer of a performance.
He did. Also, Valentine Holmes is getting better each week. Toby Couchman did do majority of the work in the middle.
So he ran for 151 metres, 54 post contacts, a tackle bust, a line break, 2 offloads, 56 tackles.
That's where we won it.
Yeah, and 0 errors. So he absolutely killed it for us, especially in defence.
Yeah.
1 missed. He killed it. Damien Cook had his best game of the year for you guys.
Backing it up from last week.
Yeah, and we've been saying that pretty consistently. He's getting better week by week. But for Manly, again, the errors. How much? Olakwatu made 3 errors, 2 of them in your 20-metre zone.
Yeah.
So
And
many
2 of them on a play where they're moving the ball. So
yeah, on a backline play. Yeah, so no, they were very poor, very poor. I expected more from them. That's why I was so confident they would win. Lehi Hopewadi had a killer of a game.
he did. Second half especially.
Yeah, ran for 278 metres. He ran for more than anyone in the game. Where do you guys see yourself going from here? Like, who do you have next week?
Roosters.
Oh, that's right, the Anzac game.
Yeah.
Right? From here on in, where is the Dragon ceiling, you reckon? Because you guys are sitting in a pretty good spot right now.
Ceiling in what sense of a ceiling?
As in, where can you finish from here? You got to remember, you guys are inconsistent.
Right, honestly,
Yeah.
I was looking at our draw. I could see us potentially winning the next 5 games.
I agree. Sorry.
Have you seen the games that are coming up?
I've seen the next
Our hardest
3
one's
rounds.
probably the Broncos.
Winnable.
Winnable, yeah. That's what I'm saying. We can
Winnable, because you
potentially
don't know
win
what you don't know what Broncos are going to show up.
That's the problem.
But with the Dragons, it's what Dragons are going to show up as well.
100%.
If you guys were more consistent, bro, well, I reckon you guys are a shoo-in.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Shoo-in.
Yeah.
Because when you guys play your best football, you guys will give a lot of teams a hard time.
Especially because our defense is like shaping up.
Mm.
I feel like we can challenge the big guns if they turn up.
Well, you
And
showed
that-
it. You beat Melbourne,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Manly, who are a good team.
Yeah.
People
Well,
forget
they're
that.
way better than us on paper. No one's
100%. They're better than a lot of other a lot of teams. They're what we said top 4 team
Mainly, yeah.
with the potential to be a top 4 team,
100%.
right? And now you guys have beaten them, Melbourne, and your other win was the Gold
Titans,
Coast.
yeah.
That's right. All right. And 3-3 with the bye thrown in there. You guys are looking pretty good, man. You guys are going a lot better than what I thought you'd be going. At this
If we
point.
keep going, if we keep even that little bit by little bit improving every week, we're making the top 8.
Agreed. And if that happens after losing Hunt, Lomax, your 2 most influential players last year, it'll be a fantastic achievement.
They were massive losses,
Mm.
but also a cancer to the club.
100%. 100%.
Needed to be done.
We move on to the Bulldogs versus the Rabbitohs. The Bulldogs 32, the Rabbitohs 0. God, what a performance. Just quickly, our first ever match day vlog was released on Sunday.
Sunday.
Yes. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Me and Khaled went out there, 65,000 people, nearly packed out ANZ for a regular season game. I'm talking about WrestleMania. WrestleMania was held in where's that place where they play Magic? The Vegas games.
Las Vegas?
Yeah, where's that the stadium?
Well,
there, it's a big
yeah,
stadium,
I forgot what
right?
it's called.
That only sold 63,000, 62,000 seats.
Starts with A, but
Yeah, I forgot. Allegiance.
Allegiance.
Yeah. All right. There was more Bulldogs at the Bulldogs Rabbit. There was more fans at the Bulldogs Rabbitohs game than there was at
You could
WrestleMania.
say there was more Bulldogs. There was majority Bulldogs.
It was a sea of blue and white.
I'm disappointed that I didn't get to make it. I was at work. I would have loved to go to that game.
The atmosphere was amazing.
I could imagine. I can imagine. I remember we used to go to Bulldogs games, even though I'm not a Bulldogs fan. We used to go there consistently.
Yeah.
When we were going through high school and whatever, we were there week in, week out religiously.
Mm.
So I know the atmosphere the Dogs fans do bring, and
Yeah.
65,000 of them will be insane.
That was amazing. It was really amazing. But everyone was, for the most part, like I haven't heard any news, Everyone was well behaved.
Except for the bloke that had a crack with Dry Arrow.
Yeah, but that was Jaira's problem. Even he apologised after.
Did he?
Yeah, he came out
didn't
and
see
apologised.
that.
Like, my
Emotions
got the better of me.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Because the bloke was just giving him love
He was
hearts.
giving him love hearts.
Yeah, it's not that
And
deep.
then he got really upset. He wanted to jump the thing. Anyway, grow up here. Queenslanders, man. Queenslanders.
Grow a pair. Talk us through it.
The Bulldogs 32, Rabbitohs 0. It was just our defense and our constant pressure. I love the fact that we're not trying to score off every play.
No, you don't.
It's unbelievable.
I think that's probably due to the lack in your attack, which is not like you've been scoring points.
Yeah.
But bro, just the defense is it's winning your games.
It's
the pressure, the kick pressure. I don't even know what to tell you, cuz like if that was my team, I'd be busted all over the place.
bro. I have been on cloud 9 since this game.
I can imagine.
It's been unbelievable, especially someone who I've watched the Bulldogs through all their struggle, and you know this.
You have, yeah.
And I watch every game. Like, even if I knew we were going to get mopped.
Even in their toughest seasons.
I watched the 66-0 against the Knights.
You did. Till the
From
buzzer.
beginning to end.
Yeah.
Why, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll go for the same thing.
I don't know. Why did I watch it? I don't know. But it's always been engraved. That's why I love beating the Knights.
Yeah.
I went through that, and now I'm seeing this, and it's like, bro, this is like, it's crazy.
You know what the crazy part is? In the matter of 2 years, this is where you have come.
It shows the culture, the coaching, and the leadership of Serraldo.
It is, and the players want to turn up for each other.
Yeah, and the players we've signed.
Yeah.
We've signed players that want to be there. Like, last season, everyone was laughing at us because we signed every utility in the
We're
game.
called the dogs of utility or
Yeah.
something like that.
Look at us now.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Uncle Gild knows what he's doing.
He knows exactly what he's doing.
Honestly, you were doubting those signings at one
Of
point.
course I was. But who wouldn't be?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, we need a front rower. We go out and we sign
Jamin
Josh
Salmon,
Curran, Jamin Salmon, Kurt Mann, all players who play in the forwards,
Yeah.
but not as props.
Not damaging prop.
No,
Not
and then
damaging.
last year Josh Curran was used as a prop off the bench. This game he went back to prop off the bench.
Killed it.
us. Oh no, sorry, he started this game in the prop,
he did
right? He scored a try through the middle.
And did you call it?
Well, yeah, I said Josh Curran to score. I said
No.
Bulldogs 13 plus.
Yeah,
Josh
you
Curran
did,
to
you
score.
did,
Yeah. But no,
Well, do you want to talk us through the game, mate?
he's been on fire.
We've been glazing, and I hate the Dogs, so I don't know why I'm glazing right now.
Talk you through the game. One-sided.
Definitely one side.
Rabbitohs could not do anything.
Yeah.
Latrell Mitchell, we nullified his game so much. The ball couldn't even get to him.
He got axed from the 5'8" position.
Yeah, which is crazy. Right, our first try, the Josh Curran one came off our defensive pressure. He tried to force an offload because he was getting pushed back.
Yeah.
Forced the offload. Josh Curran jumps on it. He ends up scoring off that set.
Hard work.
But that's our team. It's all based off hard work. Like, our game plan isn't surrounded around skill.
Yeah.
It's literally surrounded around hard work.
And you still don't have those flashy, like you do have good players, but you don't have the flashy players from 1 to 17 to be this good.
Yeah, I say we have no X factor.
No.
We don't have that player. You give him the ball and he can run 100 meters, or he can step 1,000 players, set up a try. No.
But they're all consistently performing 8 out of 10.
Yeah, every single player.
At a minimum.
Every single player. Like, I don't look at any of these. Like, the one player I can make an argument for him to get dropped
Salmon?
is Jermaine Salmon, but he set up Curran,
He did.
right? And his ball work in the middle helps so much.
But he does give away a few, like he's got an error in him.
He's got an error in him, but so does everyone in our team. So does
I
everyone.
don't mind it because when Kurt Mann comes on, after they take him off, the dynamic just goes to another level again. So the teams university just don't know what to expect.
Yeah, because Kurt Mann set up the Sotelo to a Pinoy try right before half time.
Which I called.
You did call. Right, but it was all Kurt Mann.
Yeah.
He got the ball in the middle, broke a few tackles, right? Everyone jammed in, boom. Cut out ball to the edge, and we go straight through.
It's the little things he does. I'm telling you, your side will be different without him. The little
I
things, the
completely
defense,
agree.
he's unbelievable. Him just ball watching and moving the team around.
Yeah.
He does that from the front.
Like I say, we don't have an X factor. He's
He's doing bits.
an X factor, bro. Like, he comes on and changes the whole game plan.
That's the one that got away.
For the Dragons?
Yeah. Or Melbourne, really. That's
That
where it started.
it is Melbourne. But Melbourne, it was him and Munster came up at the same time.
Yeah.
But as
I think it was
fullbacks.
before Munster.
No, they were the same season.
Was it?
Yeah, same season.
Oh my god.
But he's copped a lot of injuries throughout the years. That's why he's taken so
poor
long.
bloke, bro.
Yeah,
He
and so
would've-
has Munster, actually.
Imagine where he'd be. But the other thing is, I was telling my wife he's an ex-Dragon, and she goes, "Do you regret letting him go?" I said, Sorry, I don't think the Dragons will use him the way Serraldo's using him.
Yeah.
That's the
I
thing.
agree.
Whatever team he's in, he's not playing the way he's playing now.
But no one's used him like that.
I
This
know.
is his career best footy. This is, what, a 30-year-old?
30, yeah, 32.
Career best footy, and he's getting touted as number 14 for Queensland.
I'll put him.
I think he's going to get picked.
If
I
he
honestly
shifts the
think he's
games
gonna
like
get
that and he does that in Origin, brother,
picked. Because Harry Grant out, Hunt goes to hooker, that 14 spot's open.
Harry Grant? Is he a Queenslander?
Harry Grant.
No, is
Kurtman?
is
Yeah,
he?
Kurtman's a Queenslander.
Oh.
Yeah.
The respect is gone.
Yeah.
It's all gone now.
Yeah, can't you tell? He looks like one.
Well, he does have a second head.
That's what I'm saying. All right, but no, so he's been on fire for us. Now, just before I move on, Max King. Probably the most underrated player in the NRL right now. He's been doing it for so long.
Where did he play before this?
He played at the Gold Coast, Melbourne, now he's at the Dogs.
Was he at Melbourne?
Yes. We signed him from Melbourne.
Bro, wow.
Yeah.
He's a freak.
He's
How long's he been
unbelievable.
with the Dogs for? 2 years?
No, longer. He went through all the shit seasons with it, but he's been so consistent. He's been consistently our best forward, right? He's put up numbers. He's always plays 60 minutes plus,
Yeah.
right? Always runs. Like, for example, I used to have him on Supercoach every year
Yeah.
because he was consistently 60s, for
You know,
example.
yeah.
Right? But this game, a try, 24 runs, 232
Massive.
meters, 100 post contacts, 3 tackle bucks, a line break, 2 offloads, 34 tackles, 0 missed, 1 error.
That's huge. He put in the work.
He absolutely killed it. It was his first try, by the way, in more than 2,000 days.
2019 was the last try.
Yeah, with Melbourne.
Fuck me dead.
Yeah, crazy.
Talk about Twal not scoring a try. This bloke's gone fucking 6 years.
Yeah, crazy. He got one pretty early on in his career and then just coasted.
He's only got 2 overall?
I think it's his second or third. He might have got one of the Gold Coast.
What he lacks for in tries, he does everywhere else.
Yeah, and I seen, I don't know who else, but they threw him up for New South Wales. I don't think he'll get picked.
No.
But they threw his name up, and it shows how far he's come in the acknowledgement some of the Doggies players are getting, even to get thrown up in that conversation.
He took his game this year, even compared to last year, was a freak.
Yeah.
This year, he's gone to another level.
Agreed.
200 and something meters for a prop.
For a prop is crazy. All in the
Insane.
middle.
Insane.
All in the middle.
23 runs.
Crazy.
This bloke was putting in work.
Yeah, crazy. You know, I do believe will get selected in New
Yes,
South Wales.
I wanted to bring him up.
Go.
Jacob Preston.
100%.
What a player. Wallah, what a player.
He has to get picked.
The Roosters are surely fucking punching themselves over letting him.
I can't believe that.
How do you
He
let
was
him
a
go?
junior in your ranks.
Just to show him the door.
That's crazy.
We're
Because
talking about Satilli, then Satilli goes.
No, Jacob Preston is
Insane.
like a Thurston-esque mistake.
Bro, Nick Pilato should be up.
It's not that bad, I'm joking. Yeah,
Did you say
it's
Jonathan Thurston?
yeah.
Sorry, I was going on my little
Yeah.
tangent here.
It's a Jonathan Thurston next. It's not that bad. But anyway, what a performance. Stephen Crichton, 5 from 5. Sin bins. I had a lot of people talking about the UN Aitken one. They're saying it was a rubbish sin bin.
It's still a hip drop. Like he
And not the hip drop, the
Wasn't it?
taking thing off the ball.
Oh, he didn't
Verdon.
get sin bin for the
Yeah.
hip drop.
No, he didn't.
I don't remember it.
It was they put in the grubber and then he just literally stuck
Near
it,
the
just
try
pulled
line?
his arm. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a professional foul.
That's what I thought. Am I being biased here? Let me get an unbiased perspective. All the sooks on the internet, shut your mouths.
It's a professional foul. You get
Yeah.
sin bin for it. No
And
matter
he
how
pulled
big
him
or
back,
small.
no matter how minimal it was, he touched him.
Yeah.
Marcelo Montoya getting sin bin in the 71st minute.
Now that one was soft.
Yeah, but I don't know. That was funny.
The game was all like done. At
That
that
was
point.
funny. Slaps him.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
You know who was a fucking pest?
Who?
What the fuck's his name? Was it Kepi?
Yeah, Sean Kepi. That's
Bro,
who. That's who
pull
got
up.
slapped.
Pull up, honestly. Pull your socks up. Wow, he pissed me off.
Yeah, no.
I'm not even a Doggies fan. I wanted to punch him in the mouth.
Yeah, but you know what? He made the mistake when they were attacking our line when we were 10 men down to 10 men.
Yeah.
He's the one that made the mistake, gave the ball
And
back.
then?
So
Are you
sorry,
pulling a Hamoudi or not?
soccer. It's so much easier with soccer.
When I watched the vlog, I was like, bro.
Yeah, I told him straight away. It was
I
not
said,
soccer.
why didn't Ali cut this out? It looks like we don't know rugby league.
I told him. Anyway, 12 men. Because you know why? We keep it real.
We do.
That's why.
That's one thing we
When
do.
we were down to 12 men, he's the one that dropped the ball and cost them gave us the ball back. Kept
I
them on
can't
nil.
believe we're still in the second game.
We are. Let's get on with it. All right, the Dolphins 42, the Storm 22. You want to talk about an upset? This was unbelievable.
Bro, what a fucking game.
Unbelievable.
That was insane. Melbourne, Craig Bellamy has never lost after being
my
16-0
God.
up.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
How the fuck did they do that now?
I don't know. So within 20 minutes, it was 16-0.
Yeah. And it looked like it was going to be a walloping.
Bro, in 20 minutes, it's 16-0. It was crazy. And then, fuck me, I don't know what happened.
Where did it turn?
I don't know. They just got the Dolphins got the ball, and by half time it was 16 points to 12. You're still thinking Melbourne's gonna come out and pump him because Bellamy's gonna shove a rocket up him
badly.
for conceding 2 tries.
Very badly.
They went on and scored what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tries in the second half to 1 for the Storm. That was unbelievable.
Katoa had a fucking lovely game, to be fair.
Oh, bro, the ball to Connolly Lemu?
Yeah. The double pump.
Oh my god,
Bro,
that
insane.
was straight sex.
It was.
That was unbelievable.
It was. And I've never looked at a man and said, wow.
Yeah, no, that was beautiful.
It was.
That was he dummied it, and the whole what was it? The right side of the Melbourne Storm shot past the ball and just popped it to Lemu, who had acres to run into.
Untouched, I think.
Yeah, it was. It was untouched. He just strolled through. I was like, wow.
How are they looking scary right now?
I don't know.
Because you had him for the spoon.
I did, and
Are you putting your hand up? Or is it still too early?
no, it's still too early.
You reckon they fall back?
Yeah, I don't think they have the depth. I think there are a few injuries and they're gone. Cody Nikarima as well
Yeah, he's
became Benji Marshall. What try was that? Ray Stone?
Yeah,
Where he just ran
Yeah, Ray
like
Stone.
and then just flicked it past the Ray Stone. Oh my god,
because they're looking so good.
they looked
It's
unbelievable.
scary. No one does that to Melbourne after being 16-0 up. It's worrying. You know who's good, bro? Herbie Farnworth.
Herbie Farnworth is the second best centre in rugby league.
Has to be.
Honestly,
Yeah,
the
no.
second best.
Yeah, you can easily give it to
Yeah,
him.
and it's crazy because the Broncos had the opportunity to re-sign Katoni Staggs or Herbie Farnworth. He's fucked up.
Yeah. Oh, no, definitely.
Massive.
Even if Katoni has played consistently because he's always injured,
Yeah, no, it's not even
it
about
still
that.
wouldn't be a contest.
It's when it comes to ceiling, when it comes to who's a better player, bro. His defense is unbelievable.
And
His attack, I think he has better attack than Stephen Crichton. I think Stephen Crichton's the best center in rugby league right now.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah, I think he's a better attacker, better with the ball.
By far.
100%.
By far.
And his defense is solid too. The guy's a gun.
He's a freak.
He's an absolute gun, and he tore him apart.
If he had the knowledge that Crichton had for the game, Herbie Farnworth would be up there with fucking one of the greats.
He's so good,
I love him.
and he's still got time because he's young.
He's, what is he, 26?
I think he's younger. Because he came to bro. You know when he was at the Broncos when he first made his debut?
Yeah.
For the first couple of seasons, I couldn't stand him. He's 25. I couldn't stand him.
He
Could
wasn't-
not stand him.
Yeah, look, he wasn't performing the best.
No, but
I remember
Look at-
you used to talk shit about him.
no, I didn't like him, cuz. I swear to God. But now I'm saying, I'll put my hand up again. From a couple of years ago, cuz a try, 15 runs, 160 meters, 9 tackle busts,
Yeah, he's strong.
bro, 3 offloads, 20 tackles. The guy's a freak. Freak.
Yeah, he is. He deserves all the lollies. Like, if there's a standout performance, it'd be him, Katoa, and Nikarima.
Unbelievable.
Where did it go wrong for Melbourne? Where did Melbourne go from here?
Because Melbourne, they'll regroup. They're too good, and this has happened to them before. But it's scary that it's happened. 3 weeks now? In between 3 weeks, they've lost to the
It doesn't
Dragons.
happen that consistently.
No, it doesn't.
3 weeks ago.
But they bounce back usually pretty well. Like this happens to them. They're not.
Yeah, you expect them to go on a big run
That is true.
from the Dragons game.
Yeah.
But 2 weeks later, they find themselves
to the
losing
Dolphins.
to
To
the
the
team that you had coming last.
I still don't say him making the 8 Dolphins.
That's even more concerning.
Yeah, but I don't know if someone's gonna bounce back. It's Melbourne. Craig Bellamy's.
Oh, I have no doubt they'll still
Yeah.
be top 2. No doubt.
They'll finish top 4, 100%.
Yeah.
But it's concerning. It really is.
It is,
Because the
'cause-
team puts a bit of pressure and they folded like that.
You don't see it happening with the Craig Bellamy side.
No, never.
Especially
Like
when they're
you said,
16
nil up.
Yeah, no, it's...
I don't know. I don't know where it went wrong. I think I don't think they should have played. They should have arrested what's his name, Jerome Hughes.
Yeah.
And they should have
Well, I
arrested
thought
him.
they were for like 2 weeks or something, and they brought him straight back in.
Straight back in. Not even a week off. Cameron Munster's got to try and get more involved. I know it's Jerome Hughes' team, and I know it works.
Yeah.
But in games like this, stick your hand up.
Or you do need Jerome Hughes to be the dominant half, because you've seen with the Dragons when Jerome Hughes wasn't there.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
was
I
nothing
agree.
to offer.
I agree.
But Munster has these fades.
Yeah, but
when he plays, he's on, and then the next week he just won't show up.
in a game like this, he's got to be more available.
100%.
Because Pappenhausen Had a killer of a game.
And he does consistently.
Yeah, had a killer
And
of
he
a
still
game.
looks like a shell of himself from after he got injured, which is
Yeah.
the scary part.
But he's slowly getting back there.
He is. He 100% is. Munster needs to have the confidence that Pappenhausen has. I know he came back from a hip injury, whatever. Pappenhausen's been sidelined for fucking decades at this point, and he still comes and he puts 110 in.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think that's the problem. I think Munster's going to get more involved. I
Yeah.
think they really missed Harry Grant.
They need to use both sides of the field.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. They stick to that right side where Jerome is.
Yeah.
But they missed Harry Grant.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they missed him a lot.
You would.
Yeah, they missed him a lot. But I don't think 42-22, like especially after leading 16-0.
You'd think they'd get it done against the Dolphins even without Harry Grant.
I thought they would, but unfortunately for them, they didn't. And the Dolphins, wow, man, they're up to 10th after being, winless for what was it, 5 rounds? First 5 rounds they were winless, or 4 rounds? It was,
5.
yeah. Anyway,
I'm not taking anything away from the Dolphins, by the way. You
No,
Dolphins
no.
supporters, they done lovely.
No, they killed it.
Yeah.
Their intensity, Melbourne couldn't match it.
Exactly.
And it was ruthless. It looked Melbourne-esque what they done to him.
No,
Just
that's
non-stop.
Wayne Bennett-esque.
Non-stop. Yeah, it was. But something he taught him, maybe. We move on to the Warriors, who are flying high in 4th spot, defeating the Broncos, 20 points to 18. Excuse me. In Auckland, it's becoming a theme. They're very hard to beat there this year, New Zealand.
They haven't lost it.
Yeah, so far this season. 20 points to 18. Man, what a performance by the Warriors. It was a good game.
It was a good game.
Good game. Both teams were up for it. The biggest problem was, I'll start off the bat saying this, the Broncos could not hold that ball. In that weather, they could not hold that ball.
Yeah.
12 errors, 69% completion rate.
To how much did the Warriors have?
84%.
Yeah, that's a fucking massive difference.
It's huge.
It's very big.
Huge.
I feel like they didn't do themselves any favours.
No.
They didn't. A majority of them didn't turn up.
Mm.
For example, Uncle Ben Hunt had probably the worst game in a Broncos jersey I've ever seen.
Had one of his worst games
Ever.
in the past 3-4 years?
Yeah. 100%.
Not ever, I wouldn't say ever. When
100%.
there was a season at the Dragons where he looked like absolute dog shit.
Yeah, and everyone hated him. I remember that.
Yeah. No, 3 or 4 years, that was by far his worst performance.
Yeah, I agree. And with a team that's that stacked, even with Ben Hunt playing that bad, you can't lose that game.
100%.
But then you got Reece Walsh at the back, not getting involved again.
Not doing
and
anything.
still. He only scored a try because of some sheer luck.
Yeah. He got put into space.
No, he didn't. It was off a kick.
Was it?
And it bounced off the back of...
Oh, yeah, thing's arm on the floor and he just
Yeah,
put it down.
and he
That's
just put
right.
it down.
Yep.
it was a fluke. This is a bloke that's getting paid massive money to not get involved like that. Bro, his worlds apart from what he was last year.
Yeah, last year was so much better. And the way he started this season, his trial form looked amazing.
He did, and he was kicking. He was getting more
Yeah.
involved.
In Vegas, he looked good. In Vegas, he picked his moments.
Yeah,
But now those moments aren't coming, and so he's not getting involved at all.
that's what I'm saying. Which is fine. Like, if you want to pick your moments, that's fine. Just get your team over the line. But when you're not picking no moments, what's the point of you?
Yeah, but
being out there?
sometimes a moment doesn't arise. You have to put yourself out there.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
And he didn't do that.
No, and he hasn't been doing that.
That's what- yes,
and the
100%.
results are showing with Brisbane.
They've been up and down.
Yeah.
Very inconsistent. But this game, right, it was... sorry, let me just get it up here. 4 tries to 3, right? Luke Metcalf kicking 1 conversion during the game. Adam Reynolds kicking 3, giving us the scoreline of 18 all full time. It was 6-6 at half time.
It was.
So it was a very tight game. Extra time starts. Good old Reece Walsh steps up. You want a moment? You want to pick a moment?
I can't believe that. That's bad.
But he kicked it out on the full... What's his name? Barnett didn't even have to catch it.
No.
He caught it just for a laugh. But he could have let it go and he was bouncing out on the full by a couple of metres.
He couldn't bother chasing it to pick it up. So
Yeah,
he
so he
just
just
caught
caught it.
Yeah.
Kicks it out on the full.
That was a massive kick, first of
It
all.
was huge. Huge.
He hadn't done it all game.
Yeah.
Why start now?
I don't know. I have no idea.
You don't put all your power. I understand you want to keep them as deep as possible so you can hold them down in their ends. But you don't absolutely put your foot through the ball.
Because he's kicked off how many times in his career, right? 1,000 times.
Yeah.
1,000 times. You know how hard to kick it and how hard not to kick it.
Right. It's a Broncos thing to do.
It is. Big moments come up and you shit yourselves.
Yeah, true. And I'm happy to see it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Fuck yous.
They're Queenslanders at the end of the day, so...
Oh, yeah, just Brisbane in general.
Not Queensland.
Even though I like Queensland. I like Queensland. I like being in Queensland.
I like being in Queensland,
Yeah.
yes. But as a state, we should like fucking cut them off and just ship them off somewhere.
Make them their own little country.
They should
like we
be.
did with New Zealand. I'm joking.
Anyway, where was I? Fuck.
Race Walsh's kick.
Yeah. Okay. Penalty on the halfway line. Luke Metcalf steps up. Like I said, he's missed 3 conversions already. From halfway, I did not know how to boot like that on him.
Yeah, and he cleared it by a margin.
But he pumped it. He went past the dead ball line.
Yeah, by a
He
margin.
absolutely, what do you say? He thumped it. And it was straight over the top of the black dot.
Black dot, yeah.
Straight over the
It
top
did
of it.
never look like missing.
No, it was. I was like, where the fuck did you pull that out from? It's the same shit if you take it to the sideline.
Literally.
It's the same thing. Just kick it straight and hard.
Yeah, literally.
What the fuck?
Yeah, well, he done the job, and you know what? His first half was a bit horrendous.
It was. His first half, he was very, very quiet.
He started off slow, but when he started to get into the groove, that's when the Warriors started to find form.
Yeah.
That Halasema still is amazing.
He's a one for the future.
Yeah.
Like for me,
I reckon, yeah.
he's gonna be a household name. That kid, he plays footy
That's big.
because he's so good.
He is very good. He's a freak.
If he just has if he has a good head on him and a good people around him, like for example, Conrad Hurrell was that type of player.
Yeah.
But then, fucking, I don't know what happened to him. But if he's got people that can keep him grounded,
Who are those people? Isaac
I
Moses.
don't know. No. You know, maybe Isaac Moses is tank.
He
As
can-
much as I hate him,
He can
I
get
think
him
he's a
to-
cancer. The guy's a tank.
He can get him to where he needs to be. He can get him to
100%.
Melbourne, bro. He can get him all the way to
He
Melbourne.
can get him wherever he wants,
True.
except for the Roosters.
True.
That's it. That's the only place he can't go.
True.
But no, he's so good.
You got to give him credit. Is this his first proper season?
I think he made his debut last year.
Last couple rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he made that break on the sideline, yeah?
Yes. And he done it this year again, the
He
Tigers,
looks fucking fun.
where he killed him. He killed everyone.
Yeah, he looks good. He looks solid.
He looks
He
so
looks
good.
scary.
And that try, bro, barnstorming.
He shushed him.
Yeah, but barnstorm. Yeah, he did. That was
love
cracker. But anyway, this was, at the end of it, it came down to the boot of Luke Metcalf. He kicks it. Broncos, where to from here? They've got the Bulldogs next week.
Oh, no, that's a...
No, but if they're fair income, now I'm missing Reece Walsh. Is that a blessing in disguise?
Is that because of his hammy?
Yes, the injury. He's out
We
4 to
did-
6 weeks, I think.
We did judge him harshly,
Who?
him, on this game. But he was still playing like he didn't have a hamstring injury. Like he was playing like he did last week, the week before. We can't even say it was a hamstring industry
Injury, yeah.
injury that held him
caused
back.
it.
Like you can't.
I agree, but there was an injury there.
Who do you play there?
Selwyn Cobber,
You have to, right?
Yeah, so
and bring
Cobber.
Marin back up.
probably.
Yeah.
That's the smarter thing to do, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they've got some freaking... I think they should play Hayes Perham.
Is he?
He's there, but he done his ACL, unfortunately.
Oh,
So
did he?
he's not playing.
Poor
That was,
bloke.
it was a joke, but you didn't know that he was there. No,
No,
it's
I
good.
knew. No, I was thinking, is he injury free?
Yeah, no.
No, I knew he was there.
He's got an ACL, done it.
Yeah, no. It
But-
was neck injury too, yeah?
Hayes
No, that's
Perham?
not him?
No, that's not him. He done his ACL.
That's
I think it was in
Carl.
pre-season. But anyway, I think that's what they do. If they're fair income, at least put up a fight against the Dogs.
Do you see it?
No,
I don't. I honestly
I don't see
can't.
it. And maybe I'm biased.
No, I'm not biased.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I can't see it happening.
Yeah, they've been too up and down. Way too up and down.
When Khaled said they don't look like they're a top 4 side, I'm starting to see it.
I'm starting to see it as well. Because games where you should be winning,
Yeah, it's like that one.
like that one, right? And they were in the game the whole time, but they just couldn't. They didn't have that killer instinct,
No.
and that's where your X factor comes in. Your pick your moment, create the moment. If it's not there, create the moment. Reece Walsh,
But that's the
Couldn't
thing.
step up.
They've got X factors across the whole.
They
park.
do.
Like you're talking about the Bulldogs having no X factors. They all play constant 8 out of
Mm.
10s. They have nearly every position.
there's someone that can
the
break
game,
him in the game. 100%.
and it's not happening.
Yeah, 100%. I thought a massive target would be just quickly on the Warriors. A massive target would be Capel in the centers.
Yeah,
Fuck me.
because he was making
He
breaks.
proved me wrong. I swear to
No,
God.
but he's played centre before.
He has, but that's when he was way younger. The guy's in his 30s now.
That's true.
But he looked... That was probably his best game in a Warriors jersey.
I agree, and
I swear.
I did say in the preview
Yeah.
that is a weakness, and they will run around him. They didn't.
They did it. They couldn't. He done it to them.
Yeah, he
He
did.
set up... whose try was
Metcalf.
it? It was Metcalf's. Yeah, straight through. Jordan Reece Walsh popped it to him.
Yeah,
It
literally.
was lovely. But no, good on the Warriors. Broncos, a lot of work to do, and it gets harder from here. They play the Bulldogs. If they're fair income again, they got to perform against them. We move on to the Penrith Panthers versus the Roosters. The Panthers 40, the Roosters 12. Fuck me, disappointing.
Very.
Disappointing.
To say the least, very disappointing.
Crazy. Daniel Tupou scores in the 4th minute. The Roosters, I think, in all their games this year, in 7 games, they've been first try scorers 4 times.
Yeah.
They've got 1 win.
2
wins this season.
Yeah.
So, it's an issue.
A very big issue.
You start off like a bat out of hell, and then you
die now.
You disappear.
Yeah, literally.
It was great. And the Panthers aren't the Panthers of old.
No,
they haven't looked like it. They didn't look like it this game.
I agree. I was going to say that.
And for them to put 40 on the Roosters, bro,
it's concerning.
It was poor.
And, yeah.
Poor. Edges. Okay, we always talk about their edge defense. Poor Alamoti scoring 2 tries. Soft.
Very.
Soft. And who was it against? Was it against... it wasn't on Daniel
Tupou's side, no.
It was Daniel Tupou's side.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. Left. Yeah, it was Daniel Tupou's side.
Yeah.
Soft. And that's Daniel Tupou. Like, we're not even talking about Dom Young, who we know he can't defend. Robert Toya, we know he's
a turnstile.
He's a debutant. Like, he's young. He's still fresh.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you can't link those two together. They both can't defend.
Yeah, but they're scoring on the other side. And then down the other side, Blaise Talangi scored. Well done this week. You passed. Casey McLean scored. You see that? You listen to Amu Ali.
Uncle Ales.
All right, you listen to me. That's weird, bro. Because I can't possibly be his uncle.
You're old enough. No, you're not.
Well, if my brother had a kid at 10. Anyway. But you passed the ball. You're a 5'8".
Do your fucking job.
I swear to God. Nathan Cleary absolutely killed it.
Like he always does.
Yeah, killed it. I think they did bring down their game a bit. They weren't doing the fancy stuff.
They weren't.
No.
Isaiah Yeo had probably the worst game I've seen him play in ages.
Yeah, I agree. You were seeing mistakes out of him that you never see.
Yeah.
But I think the Roosters kept it simple. The Panthers kept it simple. Dylan Edwards running for 242 metres. What's new, right? Playing off the back of Nathan Cleary, playing off the back of Lindsay Smith and Moses Leota. Moses Leota had a decent game, but I think it was Lindsay Smith with Papali'i coming off the bench. By far his best game for the Panthers.
100%.
And again, they just went back to run hard, kick the ball down the line, tackle.
They done the simple things. Last week, the big difference between this week and last week was Dylan Edwards didn't try to overplay his hand.
Yes.
He was a big game changer in this game.
He was.
Compared to last week.
He was.
I think that's what they need to go back to. They don't have the flashy players and that they used to have. They need to go back to the basics.
Basics, man.
And it worked for him in this game. They didn't look the best, but it worked.
Panthers play basic football. They're the best team in the comp.
Easily.
Honestly.
Easily.
Because they've got the best halfback in the world, right? Or in the rugby league. They've got the most consistent fullback. The guy gives you 10 out of 10 every game. You follow, and the best lock in the NRL. Yeah. Possibly NRL history, right? That's what Khaled says. Best lock in NRL history. You follow their steps. Doesn't matter who's alongside you. It'll go a long way to winning a game.
They don't have much weakness in their side.
No, they don't. Other than 5'8".
Which can develop his game.
Yeah, but I think you have to play Schneider there.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because we have seen him turn games when he comes on this year, but he just brings him on too late.
He does. He's seen it this year. I think he gave him 5 minutes.
Either way, he could be taught to play even better than Schneider. He needs a bit of time under Ivan Cleary.
I agree.
But besides him, there's strength all across the field.
Yeah. Completely agree.
If he's played basics, you're dominating most teams.
Yeah. 100% agree. Now, for the Roosters, there was an injury to Nat Butcher early on in the 9th minute. It forced Nafahu White to play bigger minutes. They don't have the biggest bench. That was first time Faketi starts the game and they lose. So my theory, out the window. But Spencer Leniu had to play bigger minutes. He's not usually that player that plays more than 40 minutes. He pumped out nearly 50 this game. So there's a lot of things that stuffed around with that rotation of the Roosters. Yeah. What I did notice was the penalty counts it wasn't something crazy. Let me just bring it up here. But I remember looking at it. Okay, 6-4. Roosters conceded 6. Panthers conceded 4. Close. It was the placement of the penalties for the Roosters where they conceded them that bit them on the backside.
They started getting very agitated
towards
in their own half, in their red zone, whatever, and they were just giving away stupid penalties.
But it was where they were, and bro, there was one on the last tackle.
Yeah.
where the Panthers were in their own half.
Yeah, that's not to include the set restarts that they gave
Not to
late
say,
in the tackle.
I'm not even talking about series starts, just straight up penalties.
Yeah.
It was poor from them when it comes to discipline, and we know they're not the most disciplined team.
No.
But fuck, you got to work on it, man.
It's-
Especially the time you're giving it.
It's been consistent with them season after season.
Yeah, for a very long
Their
time.
penalty count's always high.
Yeah.
And it's starting to bite them in the ass.
Yeah, but in this game, a lot of the Panthers tries came straight off penalties.
That's what I'm saying. It's starting to bite them in the ass. And I don't know if Trent Robinson addresses this because it just seems to get worse as the weeks go by.
Yeah.
Like they're getting careless at this point.
But they've got to start caring soon. Because honestly, they're sitting what now?
Second last.
Second
Probably last.
Second last. Second
not
last. No, second last is literally poor for and against from the Parramatta Eels.
They're on the same point.
Forcing the difference, yeah. 4-4. They're on 4 points, 2 wins each. Panthers are third last. That's
really
crazy.
need
What
to
world
do
do we live in?
something about that. The outside edges. They
Yeah.
can't defend to save.
They cannot.
Most of Penrith's tries were just a simple back play.
Yeah.
And there was no winger at home.
Or because they always make the wrong decision.
Yeah.
They
100%.
shoot when they should have stayed. They stay when they should have shot. It's just always wrong.
That's why I was telling, I don't know who I was telling, we love to attack the edges.
Yeah.
And in this game that's coming up on Anzac Day, if they defend like that, it's going to be a rough day.
100%.
I hope so.
I think you guys win. I think he's win comfortably as well.
I hope so.
Yeah, honestly. Because the Roosters, even if they beat you, it'll be like fluke.
Yeah, maybe.
I swear to God.
They still have the team to block
Yeah,
us.
you played both your potential. You guys mop them.
Oh, yeah.
Because the edges are non-existent.
Yeah, and the rookie half.
Who still had a good decent game.
His kicking game is all
had
the
a
difference
decent
for him.
game, yeah.
I like him.
Yeah.
He's good.
We move on to the Raiders versus the Titans. 30 points to 20. Very entertaining game. Let's start off Hudson Young. Wow.
Because he has to have a starting Origin jersey. Not even off the bench.
That number 12 jersey is his.
It has to be.
That number 12 is his.
I can't see anyone else taking it off him.
You can't.
With Uncle Presto in the other one.
I think Olakawatu is the other starting second row. You get Preston on the bench.
Bro, Olakawatu hasn't had the best season. So.
No, he has had a few good games.
A few good games.
Last
Not
game
as
was bad.
consistent.
You gotta
as
have him.
these
You gotta
two.
have him.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you gotta
It's
have him.
From last year to
Yeah.
this year. I don't know.
Oh, you don't
Kaz.
have to have him, but
I don't know, Cuz. He's damaging.
he's on his day. You can't stop him.
No, of course.
You literally can't stop him.
But try to get him on his day. That's the thing.
It's been they have been far and few between this year,
Yeah.
but still, he's too damaging not to have, I reckon. But
Cuz I'm telling you, my theory's right.
what?
My Raiders theory,
Yeah.
it has to be right. Because these blokes come out hungrier each week.
Because Hudson Young, by the way, this is his third game in a row he scored a double.
Yeah.
I think he's the second ever forward to do it after Steve Menzies.
Oh my God.
Yes. Now, what a name to be up there with.
Yeah, and it's such a young age.
Yes, Steve Menzies, brother.
Wow.
So
That's big raps.
good on him. He's on absolute fire right now.
Because the second try he scored.
Yeah, oh my
Not
God.
everyone's scoring that.
No one is. You got to be a special player to score that.
Because the bloke walloped over 3 blokes and just put it down.
Ran through over everyone, but the moment he got the ball, it was like he knew he's scoring.
I think we knew he was scoring.
Yeah, no, because he hit it with so much conviction, and he ran like there was 9 in front of him.
Yeah, literally.
He ran literally like there was 9 in front of him. Stampeded over 3 blokes, scores.
Bro,
Crazy.
He gets better each week. And the other second rower, Nicholson, gets better each week.
Yeah,
I don't think he got a try.
He
this
didn't
week.
score this week, but he's looking fantastic.
He's looking great.
He's looking fantastic. Now, for the Titans, Sebastian Chris again. My boy, I love you, right? I swear to God, I love him. Because he was dog shit, and I love to see like a Rocky comeback type thing. That's what he's
Rocky
done.
comeback. This is worlds apart. This is a different man.
I swear to God, it's a different player. It's his brother playing.
Yeah, literally.
For the Titans, now, right before the game, what's his name?
David Feder.
Campbell.
Campbell.
Yeah, David Feder was during the week, but Campbell, right before the game, gets ruled out. He's out for around 4 to 6 weeks.
What did he do? Hamstring?
I don't know. I can't remember. But 4 to 6 weeks he's out. He got replaced by Tom Weaver.
Which you've been calling for.
I've been calling for it for a long time. Tom Weaver had a fantastic game, in my opinion.
He did.
Honestly.
For a bloke that got through in
Last second.
he did very well.
So he done majority of the kicking, right? Well, yeah, majority of the kicking. Got a try assist and had 5 runs, right? Very good for a halfback.
Yeah.
Jalen DeGroot had his best game as a fullback.
Yeah.
when so it's going to be rough what I'm saying here, right? Because Jalen DeGroot, he also got very close to a try, got called back for a obstruction. But when Campbell's fit, the way Tom Weaver played,
Yeah.
the output that AJ Brimson can give you at fullback.
Well, he had probably a fullback. He had probably one of his best games.
He did, but I want AJ Brimson at fullback. Because AJ Brimson, even that assist looked like a fullback's assist where he was wrapping around the end.
He's a fullback. He is.
He should be at fullback. As much as I think DeGroot is a good player, I think Brimson should be at fullback. Tom Weaver showed why he should be the half. Campbell in 5'8". I reckon that team will make the 8. I don't think they'll make the 8 either way, but they'll make it. They'll upset a lot of teams.
It's hard to argue with you.
That's what I'm thinking. I've been saying it for a couple of weeks now.
But if Des Hasler sees him as his long-term 5'8", it just can't happen.
It is hard, yeah, that is true.
It is. It just can't happen.
But injuries happen.
They do.
Injuries happen.
And that's
You've
why
got to
they
be
have
able to adapt.
The group has played fullback for him in the past.
He's playing fullback for him now. And
He's getting, like the Dragons, better slowly each week.
Yeah, well, this game was by far his best. He ran for more than 200 metres the first time he's done that. A tackle bust, 2 line breaks. He looked really good.
He did. He's getting better each week. Brimson had probably his best game as a 5'8". One of his best games as a 5'8" this year.
Yeah.
So even he's getting better. Now to throw him back at fullback, you're just going to undo everything you've done to this point.
I know what you're saying.
That's the problem.
But I think for the best Titans, that's the best lineup they can have.
Right now, without
yes,
Kinney?
Yes.
Without
Keanu Kinney is their future.
Yeah, I agree.
That kid is a superstar.
I agree. But the problem is he's coming back. So do you
But
risk...
when's he coming back? They don't even know yet.
They don't know yet.
Yeah, that's
the
thing.
But he is eventually coming back. So there's a possibility this year or next year, without knowing when
if he's out
coming
next
back,
year, cuz, if he's out next year, you have to make that move this year.
if they had a timeline, you could make that move.
Yeah, different.
But because there is uncertainty, you can't undo everything you've done. That's the only problem. The uncertainty in the time frame.
I understand where you're coming from.
That's for me.
I understand where you're coming from, but I just think the best Titans, that's the best they can line up.
I agree. I agree. Like you're not wrong, but
yeah.
I'm just
But Raiders, they keep moving from strength to strength. Well, they're sitting in third. It was a blip in the radar. You said it was the downfall. They're starting to rise again,
I'm
bro.
still waiting for the downfall is imminent. It's a Raiders thing to do.
I know, but they're looking so good this season.
They did last year too.
Yeah, but by this time...
They were on top of the ladder.
No,
round 7.
No, round 7.
Round 5, 6.
Yeah, that's right.
Like
It was round 6. And then after that, the downfall started. Well, let's see. They've lasted longer.
They have, and they're looking better each week.
They're looking fantastic.
But you still got to anticipate the downfall.
They're looking fantastic. And it was... When did they got thumped a few weeks ago, eh?
By...
I can't remember. But they got thumped to the Raiders a few months.
They did. But
Who
I can't
was
remember by who. And I said it was their downfall before that. Just before that.
Oh, the Cowboys put a number on them.
That's right.
Yeah, the Cowboys. And the Cowboys have been poor. We move on to the Knights versus the Sharks.
Oh my God.
The Sharks 34, the Knights 14. Honestly, the Newcastle Knights,
Put him in the bin.
just wrap it up.
Put him in the bin, honestly.
Wrap it up. O'Brien is going to be the first NRL coach sacked this year. I have no doubt.
We say that every... That's the problem.
No doubt.
I was talking to someone this year. Oh, sorry, not this year, today.
Yeah.
This happens every year.
There's no coming back from
His head is on the chopping block and the fucking blade is falling, and then Ponga jumps in and fucking puts his head in the way, carries him out and runs with him. Like he does with every fucking Knights player.
There is no way he avoids it.
Surely he's the first coach gone.
Because you know how much points they've scored this year?
Yeah, what was it last week? 20? So
In 6 games.
34?
No, yeah, 34. They've scored 60 points this year.
Have they? Where?
60 points they've scored.
In 6 rounds.
So
that's 10 points a game.
10 points a game.
That's fucked. That's rough.
Fuck, what the fuck? That's 2 tries.
That's,
Literally, or a try and 2 penalty goals.
yeah, literally.
That's rubbish. Like, who's been very poor this year?
For them,
No, who's been poor in general? Rugby league team.
Para.
117 points.
Fucking doubles them.
Yes, guys, it's so bad. It is so bad. Who else has been rubbish? Tell me, please.
The Roosters.
122.
Just go up though.
Titans, 126. Who else has been poor?
Can you tell?
The Dragons, 138.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. I'm joking. Your defense is decent, bro.
How much have we leaked?
118, which is not that bad. Like, it's what? It's... The second best defense? What?
Do we?
Yeah, the second best defense.
Well, we have been defending well.
You guys have? No, I agree.
We do look like we have the second
Well, I
best
don't know
defense.
that. You guys have the second best defense. Now, the crazy thing is the Knights have the third best defense.
They do have good. They don't leak points.
Yeah, but they
don't
can't score.
And my major issue with it is last year before, whatever, Ponga's injured around this time.
Yeah.
And that would be understandable why they're not scoring points. But he's been there.
You know what's crazy? The injury is coming.
It's imminent.
What the fuck is going to happen then?
Fletcher Sharp.
But he's already there and he's already killing it for him.
Yeah, but
He's been one of a few. Him and Mazu, that's it. Ponga has been non-existent.
it was Maju.
Do you have Ponga on Supercoach?
Yeah, 'cause
Fuck that cunt.
I have to sell him. I told Billy on the PlayStation. I said, "Who do I sell him for?" He's like, "I'll just leave him."
No way.
But I don't know who to sell him for.
Cause I don't care. I'll bring in, I don't know, the group.
Literally, you might as well.
I swear to God.
'Cause
Anyone.
What happened? I don't know what happens then. Maju, it was only this one game.
No, he's been very good for him all year.
Has he?
When it comes to meters gained, no, when it comes to meters gained and attacking stats, he's been very good. But this way, like he's just got to try assist.
And that try assist was unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
He fucking bounced off around like a pinball.
Yeah, and then over the top.
My issue is, what's the coach doing with Ponga? Because I don't think it's Ponga's playing style. The bloke has just been
it's not Ponga's playing
lingering
style.
around the right side of the field doing nothing.
Yes, it's the coach's instructions. It's their game. It's their play style. Is so easy to read.
It's not
It is
about
so
being
easy to read.
He's not utilising him. He's
No.
playing him on one side of the field.
Yeah.
All the attacks going down the right side. What about the left side?
Yeah, it's stupid.
When the bloke is floating,
And
you
who's on that left side?
Who was it?
Best?
Best? Yeah, Best.
Come on, bro.
You need to use him. Gagai had a fucking horrendous game.
Yeah, Gaga had a rubbish game. Rubbish game.
Bro, I don't even know what's going on with it. The halfbacks are inconsistent.
Guys, but you know what? This is crazy. Before their bye, they were one of a few teams who were.
They were looking scary. They were in 8.
I think they were undefeated. Yeah, bro, they were flying. So round 1 they beat the Tigers. Round 2 they beat the Dolphins. Round 3 they lost to the Titans, and that's when it started.
They haven't won since.
They lost to the Titans, and they had the bye. Then they lost to
Hughes.
us, and then they lost to who they lose to? Tigers last week, who they beat just a month and a bit ago.
And kept scoreless, mind you. No, they scored.
They scored in last minute.
Yeah,
But what? That's in 3 rounds. They've scored 20 points.
that's disgusting. That's actually embarrassing.
Fried, bro.
Nothing changes. Like, there's Adam O'Brien
Fried.
will see this and be like, okay, I got to go back to Ponga playing how he initially plays. This man's been carrying this team for fucking 10 years.
I don't know what he's going to do, but I don't want him to come out and go, Ponga moves to 5'8".
He tried that.
I know, and he seems like the guy that keeps trying the same thing over and over again.
That would definitely, and that would cement his downfall.
I think he gets sacked.
Either way,
Either way.
Even
I
if
think
they
the
make
fans
the
have turned on him, and I think the players aren't playing for him.
you reckon even if they make the 8,
Because there's no way they make the 8. There is no way they make the 8.
they're that bad, eh?
They're so bad. Guys, 20 points in 3 weeks.
Yeah, no, that's rubbish.
It's getting worse. They've scored 60. They've scored 60 points. In the past 3 weeks, it's 20.
So, yeah.
It's getting worse. The
What
3
is this,
weeks
round
before that was 40.
Is this round 7?
Yes. So it's getting worse and worse and worse. And there's a bye thrown in there as well.
Yeah, so that's what, it is literally 10 points a game.
It's crazy.
And if that, because they've been left to nil pretty much for 2 weeks.
Yeah. But where to from here? I think the faster, what's his name?
Adam
The
O'Brien.
coach? Adam O'Brien gets sacked. The faster they can move on.
Who do you bring in, though?
I'd bring in,
Who? There's only Walters probably floating out
no,
there.
not
that's-
Walters, Arthur.
Yeah.
Arthur's.
No, he's coaching in England.
Yeah, but I'm sure he'll come back. It's the NRL.
Why would he?
100% he'll come back. It's the NRL as if you're not a coach.
Newcastle? You
Yeah,
might as
or
well
get
be
him,
in
get him
England.
for next year or just give it a bit, I reckon. Don't sack him now. It's way too early in the season.
No, but it has to be tossed up.
Not now. It's stupid now, I'll tell you why. So everyone in the NRL is inconsistent.
Yeah.
Like,
literally.
they can still make the 8. They literally
Anyone
can.
can.
Literally, anyone from last to first, anyone can miss out and make it.
Yeah, 100%.
Or second, last to second.
No,
Anyone can miss out at this point.
Suck me.
You don't agree? 'Cause
I don't agree.
we're winning the comp. Sorry, let me get back to being serious. Anyone can miss the 8 and make the 8
I agree.
at this point.
100% I agree. It's been the weirdest season we've had in ages.
100%. It's so fun to watch.
I love it.
So fun to watch. You
It's
never
really
know what's going to happen. Now, if let's say after Origin, oh, that's way too long. round 16 maybe, you assess. You see how you're going. If you're out of contention, you get into contact with others because you've done it with Para. Took him from a bottom 4 team to a grand final.
He did.
All right, people forget that. But he just stayed there for too long. It went sour there. Get him into contact. Next year, our coach, give him his contract. Sack Adam O'Brien, get a caretaker.
Yeah. Well,
Play out the rest of the year.
my question to you is, do you see from now to around 16 any improvement?
No.
Because there's no depth.
Because there's no sign of life. Like, you know when we were shit?
Yeah.
When the Dogs were shit? Like, I used to remember, like, oh, we're trying. I used to say we're trying.
Yeah.
Fucking the Knights aren't trying.
They don't care.
No, they don't care. It looks like they've given up. The fans have turned on Adam O'Brien.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know if you've seen it online. They want him out. The players aren't playing for him.
Yeah.
The players don't care.
Yeah, 100%. Because they do, look, their starting rosters very decent.
Decent team, cuz.
Very decent.
Decent team.
But they're not performing like a decent team.
Yeah.
And if he gets whacked with injuries, he has no depth whatsoever. When
'Cause if
Ponga's gone,
Ponga's gone,
that
you're
throws
finished.
everything
You're
into disarray.
finished.
Just one player.
You're finished.
Yeah.
They win the spoon.
I can see it.
Ponga gets injured, they win the spoon.
I can see it.
Guaranteed.
I can see it.
Even though with him, they're not doing shit. But him out, they're getting mopped every game.
Yeah, actually, maybe it might be better for them. He's not doing nothing.
He's better there than he isn't. For them.
Now, I think putting Fletcher Sharp is probably a better option.
At fullback?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because Ponga gets involved. That's the thing. Like, he gets the ball a lot in his hands.
Yeah, but a lot of the times he dies with it.
Yeah, but because the play, it's the systems that they've got in their attacking system is dog shit. It's so sideways.
It is
and
very-
there's nothing off the cuff.
Very lateral. Very lateral.
Nothing off the cuff. And they don't build it up. There's no take it to the middle, congest the field and then spread. It's dog shit.
I think it's very... Their play style is very by the book. What we learned in training is what we're going to do here. We're not going to
Yeah.
look up and see what's in front of us.
I agree.
That's why it's so sideways.
And it's disgusting. Let's move on. Final game happened today. We just finished watching this. The West Tigers 22, the Parramatta Eels 38. After a week from what you can only describe as hell
This game makes me so happy.
for the Tigers, they come out and that's how they perform. A game that at halftime was 10-all.
And the Tigers looked like they were doing more work than...
Yes,
Para.
the Tigers looked better.
They did in the first half.
Within the first 7 minutes of the second half, this game was done.
Yeah, close. That's it. Finished.
Tuolangi scored in the 41st. Tuivadi scored in the 44th. Tuivadi, fucking, what's his name? Your old mate from the Dragons?
Black Lorry.
No, from the Dragons that now plays for the Tigers.
Bird.
Bird
Yeah.
is going to have nightmares. 'Cause what's his name? Tuivadi. By the way, he's Liverpool Junior, brother.
Is he?
Yeah, grew up in Liverpool. Represent. 179.
He actually gave Bird nightmares.
Cuz that guy's not sleeping tonight. He pumped him in attack. He ran straight over him for his try.
Have you ever seen Bird frazzled? A frazzled bird?
No, I haven't. Frazzled bird. No, I haven't. But I did then. And then what's his name? Isaiah Yongi, 47th minute.
Very good game. He had a very good game.
Isaiah Yongi?
Yeah.
I had him in my super coach team the whole time.
You sold him?
I took him out last second because I really wanted the Tigers to win.
Yeah.
Just because of like what's happened throughout the week, and I feel bad for their fans, not the club. The club is a fucking idiots. Everything that's happened, like after I've sat back and thought, we'll talk about it after.
Yeah.
But 7 minutes, game was over.
They did fight back. They clawed back.
They did, but it was way too late.
Due to sin bins. They did have a sin bin. Para had two.
Yeah, they had Sanur Tariva and Luca Moretti. They got sin bin for pushing and shoving.
Literally. It was stupid. There was a shit sin bin.
And then Isaiah Yongi got sin bin in 58th minute.
Yeah, for a high shot.
No, it wasn't a high shot. It was when
Oh, no, that was Moses.
taken off the ball.
Yeah.
That's what it was?
Yeah, escorted.
That is no way a professional foul.
Well,
Moses.
comparing that to the Moses ripping fucking thing's
Head off, yeah. What's his name, the winger? Lalahia?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ali. Isn't it
No.
Ali?
Ali's Warriors player.
Oh, yeah,
Come
true,
on.
true.
I'll bring up his name.
Lalahia.
Lalili. Luke
So
Lalili.
something near Ali.
Yeah. Ripped his head off.
He did that. That is direct contact to the head.
Yeah.
And it was forceful. The bloke tried to rip him out with his head.
Yes. No sin bin.
It was a good try.
But this guy, it was. It was, but like as if no penalty try.
No, it was floated, But you can't. Because,
Why can't you?
Because even if he made contact with the body, he's taking him out regardless.
Yeah,
the
but
contact to the head's not changing the
Okay,
fact.
let's say he's diving. Let's say he's diving for the line and he comes across, whacks him in the head, knocks him out cold.
Okay, that's different.
And pushes him out.
No, how? If you're whacking him with a swinging arm to the head, you're not pushing him out.
But he did that.
You're putting him to... No, he grabbed him.
No, bro, it was a swinging arm. He full went...
Yeah, but with the swinging arm, he grabbed him, and pulled him out.
Yeah, but imagine he knocked him out with that.
Same motion with the body, he's still taking him out.
Imagine he knocked him out with that.
If he knocks him out with that, he's losing the ball before he gets taken out. Could constitute a try.
Okay. Was it an act of him scoring a try?
Yes.
It's just sin bin.
Yeah, sin bin. I'm with you
That's a
100%.
sin bin.
I'm with you 100%.
Yeah.
It's a professional foul. It's high contact. It's new rule. Blah blah blah. Direct, forceful. Blah bullshit. Whatever. He deserves a sin bin.
That's a sin bin. All right. Now, beginning of the first half, hip drop by your mate, the guy you have in Supercoach, Fainu.
Yeah.
Samuel Fainu.
Yeah.
On Kelma Tuolangi.
Yeah.
Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Vaguely. Talking to it.
Hip drop. Did not look like a hip drop. Missed his legs.
It didn't get penalised?
It did.
Did it?
And they scored 3 tries back to back off it.
And is that that's why Benji was talking in the press conference?
Yes.
I don't know what a hip drop is.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember which one you're talking
Okay,
about.
that. Do you agree?
The hip drop? No.
I don't think that was a hip
I
drop.
don't think so.
And
either.
that turned momentum completely. I know the Tigers were dog shit,
They were very dog.
but that turned the momentum. Tuolangi scored off the next set. The Tigers did not touch the ball for the next 7 minutes.
I agree with Benji. I don't know what a hip drop is anymore.
We don't know anymore. Yeah.
Constantly, I feel like I'm figured it out. You feel like you figured it out.
I have no
And
idea.
then we go back to these calls.
Mm.
I don't think it was a hip drop.
I don't think it was a hip drop either.
I don't think it changes it changes the game because obviously...
No,
as you
it
say,
does,
ball-
bro. They scored 3 tries off the back of it.
You know what? You're right.
Back to back
That's
to
very
back.
devastating. It is very shit.
It was so bad. But penalties happen in rugby league.
That's the problem. You can't get them all right, but be consistent with it.
It switched momentum completely, and after the Ill scored 1, the Tigers folded.
Yeah,
Like, they got to have a better backbone, but it was a momentum changer.
100%.
I think they got that wrong there, the referees. Josh Addo-Carr keeps pissing me off. A double. That last try was a gift.
I did say it was a double.
Did you say double?
No, on the group. I don't know about in the video.
No, on the group. Did you say
Yeah,
double?
double.
Tank, you said para 13 plus, double.
I do what I do best.
You do. If Carlos was here, he'd remind us of all of his. That guy's been on fire.
I don't think he got much right this week.
Oh, I didn't get much either. On my tipping, I think this is the worst week of tipping I've had.
We did. You know what? We did get Dogs 13 plus. We did get the try scorers menu.
Yeah.
He went Kiraz double.
Yeah.
I watched the vlog that he's done. Everyone went Kiraz double. Why?
I think we all have him on Supercoach. We just G'd up.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, we're
That's
talking
why.
about Para.
Yeah. I think Riley Smith. What a game.
Is that the hooker?
The hooker.
Bro, little Reed Money going
That's exactly what I'm saying. He's a grab.
He is.
Gets in the face of players. Love him. Nah, I'm going to talk about Jack Bird. When Tuivasa scored,
Yeah.
you see what he was doing?
Where he put the...
Picks
the,
up...
the headgear?
Yeah, the headgear off the floor. Throws it, and as he's turned around, he's got this 3,000 kilo
Mammoth.
man running at him.
Yeah, literally. He was never stopping him, even
Brother,
if he was
you're
ready.
like you're a former Origin player.
Literally.
Focus on the player in front of you.
He was touted as one of the best before his injury.
Before his injury, yes, and he had the potential.
He did.
He
had
really
the potential.
did. But
Those are
that
silly
was poor, man.
That was very poor.
silly.
I feel like even if he was ready and lined, marking, he's still getting run over because that bloke is a fucking...
It would have given him a better chance.
It would have given him 10 times a better chance.
Yeah, it would have given him a better chance, but
But those are the grabby tactics that he has.
yeah, and he threw it out the
It's
window.
stupid tendencies that these players have that they do.
Agreed.
That lose the... Like, why?
Agreed.
Why would you... I
don't
understand if it was halfway,
Yeah, I swear to God.
but... No, not in front of the try line. You're defending your line
You're
and you're
literally the
distracted
marker.
with throwing a fucking
You're the
headgear,
marker.
And he's throwing a headgear. Stupid.
Poor.
Bro, Henry have a word with your boy, bro.
Now, so yeah, Parramatta, it's the second win of the year. Is that 2 in a row for them? No, they got mopped,
Two in a
mopped last
row?
week. No, they got mopped last week. The Dragons was before that, right? The week before?
Before the Titans?
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 weeks ago now.
All right. But it's their second win. They're still last, but with Mitchell Moses in that team, fuck me, they look like a whole different team. Dylan Brown had his best game of the year.
He did because he's running now.
Yeah, but he gets freed up.
He does get
Now
very
Newcastle, fuck me, you guys are in a hole. He's a runner. You're gonna have him and Fletcher Sharp in your halves.
They're both running.
No one's getting the ball.
No one except for them two.
No one's getting the ball.
From the
They're
hooker
just
to the
gonna run.
first receiver,
That's it.
running. Bro, you know what's scary? Moses done this with no game time this year.
Yeah, crazy.
Throw Lomax in the mix.
It's going to be a fantastic
I'm so
partnership.
glad he's out.
Even you've seen Moses link up with Adokar for his first try.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
There's so many kicks that Moses put up.
Yeah, that.
And I was
Lomax
just thinking
would
to
be
myself, if Lomax was there, he's clipping him out
Agreed.
there. He's jumping over Taruva. He's jumping over fucking Bulla. He's jumping over all those blokes. It's going to be
He's the
scary.
best. He's the best in the game.
Yeah, it's going to be a scary combination.
You touched on Isaiah Yongi, by best game by far.
Yeah.
And again, it's Mitchell Moses freed him up.
100%.
Mitchell Moses is if fucking Dylan Brown is worth 1.3,
This guy's worth 1.6.
what the fuck is Mitchell Moses worth?
It's 2.3.
No, honestly.
Honestly, if you're giving Dylan Brown 1.3 to be your dominant half, you give him 2.3.
That's fucking crazy.
And then you give fucking Nathan Cleary 3.
Yeah, I swear to God, that's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Crazy. Now, let's talk about the Tigers. So, the Galvin thing, we've had our say on it. It's gotten even deeper since then.
Yeah, it has.
Papers have been handed to the club.
Legal papers.
For
bullying and
for
harassment.
bullying. Now, listen, I think it's fucking soft. Listen to me. I think it's fucking soft. I think Galvin's a bitch. Straight up.
My question, do you think Galvin put in a complaint?
No. It doesn't matter. Listen.
This is a play from fucking Isaac Moses.
Yes, but it's the Tigers are the fucking dumbest team in the NRL.
They have been.
The dumbest
They
team
have
in the
been.
NRL. Right? Now, we came out, we said, yeah, fucking sick cunts, fucking Taruva and Luai. We're running on emotion.
Yeah.
You got to be smart. You're running an organisation here. As if the first thing Benji Marshall and what's his name says to the players is no one fucking makes a comment about this. No one makes a single comment about this.
Well, did you see Moses today? After the game? When he was questioned, did you talk about Buzz Rothfield asked him,
Straight away.
Did you speak about Moses, about Galvin and...
Cut him off.
And he said, no, we didn't speak about nothing. Yeah, he cut him off as
He was talking.
That's how you should be.
Yes.
You have to, as a club, you got to be professional.
100%. As much as the emotions are, as much as I was so emotional, I'm like, yeah, fuck a sick cunt.
Oh, we agreed with that at the time.
Yeah, but now, like, you look back, you go, fuck, like, if I'm the organisation that I work for, something happens, I'm not making a fucking comment.
And no, you can't.
No way.
Yeah.
No way I'm making a
Playing
comment.
them to the grave.
100%.
Until after I retire, maybe.
Yeah, that's different. Later on, air it out. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
But you're there. You're there. Anyway, everything that happened, it shouldn't have happened.
No.
Those posts shouldn't have been made. Just looking back at it, those posts shouldn't have been made.
They were made privately.
It doesn't matter. You still put it out there.
He did, and it's stupid.
The only difference, if Taruva can pull his phone out and show that on his close friends he's got Galvin, like that's dead in the water.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's dead in the water. He could just play it as a joke.
No, but Galvin's not a screenshot and put it all over the internet.
Galvin didn't. Maybe he did. You don't know. If he was, but if he's there in it,
Yeah, then it's a laugh.
Yeah, you can go look. I done it as a joke.
Yeah.
But if he isn't, and they've come across with bullying, I don't fucking think it's bullying. Fuck me dead. If that's bullying, then what?
I wouldn't bat an eye if that was done to me.
100%. No one would but listen, Moey, this is the problem is, he came to the Tigers saying, I don't want to re-sign, I want to release my future somewhere else. They do this. The Tigers played straight into the hands of Isaac Moses. Straight into, you can't make this shit up.
He's too good at what he does.
He's such a fucking snake.
What's the only play Tigers have right now? It's only one play.
They got to release him.
No.
What?
You can go negotiate with other clubs, but if you want to sign with someone else, we want something in return.
Yeah, probably.
That's the only thing they can do. They can't just release him for nothing.
That's very true.
Newcastle. I say, and this isn't me talking. I seen this from a video. Tigers that have been targeting Kai Peace-Paul. Offer him there for a swap. Get Kai Peace-Paul. Let Galvin go early. Don't lose money. That's the only play they have. Something like that, a trade.
Agreed.
That's the only thing they can do.
Agreed.
They can't just be like, yeah, okay, you can go negotiate. We don't want anything.
I don't know. They need a half. They need someone in that position. Fainu is the future. I think he's still a little bit early for it.
My problem with him is every game he's played, he's come off with a concussion.
It's
It's
very
fucking
true.
very early days and he's doing it already.
Very true. Why not go to Newcastle and ask for Cogger straight out? Plays half, and he's played with Luai, and they looked good at Penrith. Cogger.
Or do you offer Galvin? That could be amazing, by the way.
That's what I'm saying.
Galvin and Dylan Brown. Galvin leading the team.
Yeah.
Freeing up Dylan Brown. Offer up Fletcher Sharp to play alongside fucking
Luai. I don't know. We're talking a lot of he say, she say.
Yeah, definitely.
But anyway, so let's go back to the topic, right? It's crazy. This saga's amazing. It's like you're watching like a reality TV show for men. It's fantastic. I'm loving it, right? Now, they play straight into the hands of Isaac Moses. He's putting, Galvin, come here.
Yeah.
Are you all right? You feeling good? You've been bullied? Yeah, okay.
You're getting exactly what you want, boy.
Here you go. You're going to get those extra zeros. You're going to leave and you don't have to do shit.
Yeah.
Play straight into their hands.
100%. Because the Tigers...
The Tigers look like the bad guys now.
They do. And in this whole situation, they have more to lose than Galvin.
100%.
Because what are they offering? If they release him, what are they getting out of it? He's worth $250 right now to them.
Yeah.
So they can't even...
Use that money to go get a gun.
Exactly. They can't free him up, go use $250 on who?
Yeah.
You can't buy Jack Bird for fucking $250.
I think you can. I'll make the argument.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. But so they've got that to lose. They're losing one of the best young prospects in the game.
Yeah.
They just need to put him up on a trade deal. They can't. But who does who does Para have to offer? We know he's going to Para. Who can they get from Para? What can they get from Para?
I don't know. Koma Tuolangi. Bring him back home. I don't know.
You just can take him.
What's his name? Let me bring it up.
Lomax.
Tuavari, so he doesn't fuck. What's his name again? Bird.
Let's put him on the same team. So
I don't know. Mitchell Moses.
See, but that's not the thing. He came out with bullying statements. Now there's another two players that have come out.
Yes, which is great. Like this is breaking.
This is today.
Breaking as we recorded. It popped up like right before we recorded. I seen it.
Yeah.
Two other players have gone to the RLPA for player treatment.
Now I don't know who they are.
Yeah, I don't know who they are either. But that's crazy.
What's going on at the Tigers? Does Isaac Moses fucking manage these blokes?
I don't know, bro, but it's got Isaac Moses written all over it. And just as I thought, the Tigers are back. Unfortunately,
Only they would do something like this.
by 2026, Tigers are gone.
It'll be Balmain Tigers again.
Nah, Tigers just scrapped the whole club.
I know. It'll be Balmain Tigers.
Gone.
The West is gone.
West is gone. The West already, they're trying to push it out. Just being a smart ass. They're not going to be gone anywhere. But it's rough for them, man. It's rough. And I feel for Tigers fans, but blame your club.
They have
Blame your club.
They have been doing this constantly. Not to this extent. This whole saga has been blown out of the water.
Yeah.
But they always do this. They bring up these superstars just to be feeder clubs for the main team.
Because it's 5 steps forward for the Tigers,
10 steps back.
10 steps back.
100%. I agree.
This season especially, they looked so good, and then this happened, and the reaction to it all, as much as I was talking out of emotion, looking back at it, cool head in mind, and got a week to look at it, the fucking reaction was so poor.
It was.
And I don't know how Benji, what's the CEO's name?
Shane
Richardson. The first thing they didn't tell those players is no one is to comment. No one is to talk to the media about it. No one is to put anything up on social media. Leave it.
The Tigers are very media influenced, I feel. Everything that happens, they're out in the media putting their
Talking about it.
Brother, let it go. You don't see the Roosters making any statements.
No.
You don't see fucking Craig Bellamy making any statements. These big teams keep it under wraps. There's player movements that happen in the NRL that go to Melbourne. You don't even hear about them until they're there.
Until they're there. Until they're standing there with the jersey or they've got it on.
Literally.
You go, what the fuck when this happened?
With the Tigers, I feel like you know their every move and you're sitting in the boardroom when it happens.
Yeah. Crazy. I don't know. I do feel sorry for their fans, but again,
that's the only people you can feel
no one to blame but the club. Quickly, I forgot to bring this up. Doggies, first time since 1938 we go 6-0.
Are you going to do this every week? Next week is the first time since 1920
Yes.
so they go 7-0?
Yes, I will.
Fuck off, we get it.
First time in our history we go back-to-back weeks keeping our opponents on nil.
Is that history?
History.
That's
Since
shit.
1935.
Shit, cunt.
Yeah, we're dog shit.
It's pretty shit.
You got to start somewhere.
Yeah, true.
All right. We're going to win the comp. We hope you enjoyed the episode. Please leave a comment in the comments. Oh, Cowboys had the bye. 2 easy points.
I know it was a bit different today, by the way, but just enjoy it.
Yeah. No, it's all right. We do hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like on the video if you did. Share and subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell, stay notified. If we upload, you will be notified. Everyone that has subscribed, we've blown up a bit. I think we've got 30 to 40 over the 30 to 20 to 30 over the past couple of weeks. We do really appreciate it. And everyone that's been there since day one, we love yous. All right, we really appreciate the support. Description below on the socials, TikTok, Instagram. We've been uploading a lot more. Please go give us a follow there, and we'll see you on the next episode. Peace.